So that's kind of my story of how I met Nicole. But how did you get into the whole like tax world of things? Because that's not something you just wake up and you're like, I want to be an accountant.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, thank you. So let's go back to 2000. I got pregnant in high school and I had my son. That was not planned at all. And I wanted to be a marine biologist. So I was going to school, San Marcos, to study marine biology or biology, and working at a gas station. And I was also a MMA fighter.
Nice. My accountant can kick your accountant's butt.
Yes. So that was a fun time, but I knew I needed a more stable job. Oh, and I was also delivering Domino's pizzas. So kind of doing it all, single mom, slept a couple hours a day, maybe if I was lucky. And I threw it out there, networking's huge. And I kept saying like, I'm really looking for an office job. I'd love to be someone's secretary. In 2001, I met my partner now, then boss, Fred Karma, who's just an amazing mentor. And he took me under his wing and kind of taught me everything I know now. I was still, though, going to school for marine biology. That was my passion and love. But this tax it was fun, and I enjoyed learning, and I was really good at it. Meanwhile, I kept getting more and more into debt, though. I was making back then $7.25 an hour. Maybe if I had a fight come up, $3,000 for a fight, which was like gold. And
that's huge.
Yeah, it was huge. But I had a BMW. I lived in a low-income apartment because I did it. I did hot mess big.
Yeah. I was gonna say low-income Section 8
Yeah.
and driving the expensive car. That's awesome. What a lease for $800 a month or something?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So and in huge student loan debt, and just did it wrong from the get-go. And I remember one day at my desk crying. Oh, actually, it was in my apartment. Someone had broken into my car again, and it was raining. And I strapped Tristan, my son, who was 3 years old, into the stroller, and I walked out to my car to go to work with Fred Karma. And my window was broken in again in my low-income apartment, and I didn't have even, all my credit cards were maxed out. I didn't even have a couple $100s to fix my window. Wow. So I walked back inside to my apartment, and I slumped down on the ground and just started crying because, I couldn't even make the minimum $25 payment on any of my credit cards. I went into work later on that day, and Fred noticed that I was distressed and asked me what was wrong, and I just couldn't hold back anymore. I told him the whole entire story of how bad I was shaped financially. He took me under his wing and showed me, like, let's negotiate on some of these credit cards with the interest rate. Let's bring them down. Let's let them know what you can afford. At the exact same time, I stumbled upon Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace University. And that was at Cornerstone Church. And that just gave me the tools and the roadmap to get out of debt. And I just went headstrong into it. I mean, it was top ramen. I traded my car in and got a cheaper car and paid off that loan. It was tough. No going out to dinner, no Starbucks, no nails pretty. My hair grew out. I think it's like dark brown. I don't know. Yeah. So it was ugly and really hard for about 2.5 to 3 years. I forgot to say this. So how did my window get fixed? Fred went and fixed my window for me. That's the amazing mentor that Fred Karma is. And that just kind of shows that's how our business is founded, with that culture.
Sense of character, about caring about people, yeah.
Definitely. So I've been there. I've been extremely poor and kind of clawed my way out of that. And I can say I'm debt-free now, retirement fully funded.
Wow.
And it's so amazing, that freedom, that light at the end of the tunnel, that's where my passion came from. So in 2004, I had the opportunity to go to Hawaii Pacific University. I had a scholarship there, and I was going to move to Hawaii to, make my dream come true of marine biology. Well, I found out that you live a lot on a boat, and you have to apply for grants, and there are no jobs in Hawaii. I was still going to go, though. I was going to try and figure out how to do it with my son, and I have no family, no friends over there. So Fred, at that point in time, offered me a chunk of change and partnership in 2004. And then from there, we've grown this awesome company, that partnering with the passion of getting out of debt and showing people how to live within their means and pay their taxes, but only what is legally possible, show them how to pay the least amount in taxes. Yeah. And I just love it all. I love breaking it down and teaching. So.
And that's been my entire experience with you is, I was kind of a hot mess. I remember bringing I think a box of receipts to you, and you're like, no, this is not how we do this. I was like, oh, I thought that's what accountants do. So I was very green when I came to you, and I still am. I still learn something from you every time, and you have just blessed me personally in my business, but then also, like I said, my family's life.